I'd say it's a blend of metal, obviously, but it's got a whole blend of other influences, like ambient music, electronic music. So yeah, it's metal, but with electronic influences in it, electronic elements as well. So it's a blend of two different genres. So that's how I describe it.
Electronic, but with no keyboards. We do everything with guitars. You know, all the effects and ambiances that you can hear behind the metal background. It's only guitars.
That was something that we were doing before meeting all and forming the band. We were not doing obviously the exact same thing as now. It was something a bit less, how to say it, a bit less refined. But that has always been our vision of music, you know. So having metal, the metal basis, if I may say so, and have ambiances as well. And forming the band, you know, meeting together, forming the band, it was just a way to take one step further and create something bigger and better than what we were doing before. We really like Meshuggah, obviously, because, as you said, there's the forefathers, you know, the godfathers in a way. But we were really into Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, into his work, how he produced his album, how he always came up with, you know, interesting sounds, really unique sounding. He was always ahead of his time, so that was a big influence as well. As for me, I'm more into electronic music, ambient artists, but when it comes to metal, I'd say the single influence that completely changed my vision of music was, as you can guess, Devin Townsend and his solo projects, Strapping Young Lad and stuff. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. For the most part. What about you? Maybe
I would say exactly the same thing. So, but with not as good English as him.
So. But we all have the same background. That's how we all fit together.
It's a lot of rehearsal, but not only rehearsal, which with all members of the band. You know, we got to work a lot, each one of us at home. Yeah. Without this work, it's impossible to do this. Yeah.
Well, it depends. At first, when you start to learn riffs, obviously, when you lose track, you're completely lost and you can't really, you know, make up to it. But after some time, you kind of get the feel of it and you get used to it. And if you fail something, with a bit of practice, you know, you can really get back on it and do as if it didn't happen, you know, sort of.
Yeah, with all the practice we do, you really have the rhythm, you know, in the head, and that and if you make a mistake, you always have the rhythm that run in the head, and so you can.
Yeah, as I said, there is so much work beforehand that it's, you know, become natural, and when you play live, basically you turn your brain off and you just go. You don't think about anything. That's what happens.